皆様、こんにちは。10月17日に、中東研究者の有志で、ガザの事態を憂慮し、即時停戦と人道支援を訴える中東研究者のアピールというものを出しました。で本日は、その呼びかけの中から、私、栗田と、会場にフロアにいらっしゃる、お茶の水大の三浦さんとですね、2名で、呼びかけ人で参加しております。ただこと中東に関しては、非常に誰もがおそらく日本の市民がですねこんなことがあってはならない、何かしないといけないと感じていると思うんですが、中東に関してはともすれば何か複雑で分かりにくい問題なのではないかですね。その複雑というのはこれはおそらく宗教とか民族とかそういう、場合によっては聖書の時代に遡るような、あるいはユダヤ・アラブ対立、ユダヤとアラブの宿命の対立といった根深い問題があって、その簡単にあんまり判断できないのではないかとかですね、そういった感覚が働いて、ともすれば複雑で分かりにくい問題、あるいは遠い問題というふうにされがちです。でそれに対して私たち中東研究者はまさに私たちはそういう複雑とされる中東の歴史とか宗教文化、政治、そういったものの専門なので、まさにその中東の専門としてきた立場から、この問題を、どう捉えてどう判断すべきのかという判断を専門家として示すべきだろうと、そういう思いでアピールを発しました。で同時に強調したいのはそうやって専門家の立場から分析していくと、逆にですね一見複雑で一見遠い問題に見えるものが、実は今ガザで起きていることっていうのは戦争とか占領とかですね、別に中東に限らず今の現代世界が抱えている切実な問題である戦争の問題、占領の問題、例えば沖縄だってそういう問題を抱えていると思います。そういう意味で別に中東特殊論って方陥る必要はなくて、これ実は複雑な問題でも遠い問題でもなくて、現代世界共通の問題だってことは逆に専門家の立場から解析することで見えてくる。でなので私これは別に中東の問題なんで複雑そうだと、宗教や民族の奥深い問題があるんじゃないかって遠慮している場合ではなくて、今日本の私たちも声を上げていい問題なんだよってことをむしろ訴えたい、そういう思いでアピールを示しました。
In Palestine, in the occupied territories, and in Israel proper, I've had the great luxury over the past 10 years of seeing a few countries. I have not spent more time or seen more of another country or another territory than I did this summer. I think what shocked me the most was in any sort of opinion piece or reported piece or whatever you want to call it that I've read about Israel and about the conflict with the Palestinians, there's a word that comes up all the time, and it is complexity. That and its closely related adjective, complicated. And so while I had my skepticisms and I had my suspicions of the Israeli government, of the occupation, what I expected was that I would find a situation in which it was hard to discern right from wrong. It was hard to understand the morality at play. It was hard to understand the conflict. And perhaps the most shocking thing was I immediately understood what was going on over there. It became very, very clear to me what was going on there. And I have to say it was quite familiar. Again, I was in a territory where your mobility is inhibited, where your voting rights are inhibited, where your right to the water is inhibited, where your right to housing is inhibited, and it's all inhibited based on ethnicity. And that sounded extremely, extremely familiar to me. And so the most shocking thing about my time over there was how uncomplicated it actually is. Now, I'm not saying the details of it are not complicated. History is always complicated. Present events are always complicated. But the way this is reported in the Western media is as though one needs a PhD in Middle Eastern studies to understand the basic morality of holding a people in a situation in which they don't have basic rights, including the right that we treasure most, the franchise, the right to vote, and then declaring that state a democracy. It's actually not that hard to understand. It's actually quite familiar to those of us with a familiarity to African American history.
Behind me is a list of names of Palestinians that's been killed in Gaza since October 7th. Nobody on this fucking list made it to the age of 4. Not one. So listen, I know if you fucking human, you're gonna feel somebody saying this shit. It's not complicated. Don't let nobody tell you that shit. It's not. So listen, I'm gonna give y'all something to do, alright? Cause I know I just presented y'all with emotion. Y'all gonna do some shit with it. Go to this fucking website right now.
Please.
Call your reps. Demand a fucking ceasefire. If you don't got service, take a picture, write it the fuck down, alright? So how you go back to the names. Can y'all say free Palestine? Can y'all say free Palestine? I love y'all so much, I'm out.
طفلة فلسطينية يعني بدي احكي كيف اللي بيصير فينا انه بدمار وكل شيء. يعني احنا لدرجة اننا بنشوف الاشلاء بتطلع من تحت الركام، اهالينا بيطلعوا من تحت الركام اشلاء بيطلعوا. احنا بس بدنا نحكي يا الدول العربية تدخلوا على الحرب. احنا خلص مكفينا، قتلت الشعب والله ما ضلش بالشعب حاجة. شو ضايل يعني؟ شو ضايل من الشعب؟ شو ضايل؟ احنا بدنا حريتنا زي باقي اطفال الدول العربية، بدنا حريتنا، بدنا نعيش زي ما بيعيشوا. اشمعنى احنا اطفال فلسطين دائما مدوسين في الارض؟ ليش؟ بس بالعكس الله معنا، الله بضل معنا. احنا بس لو انتم تتدخلوا بتوقفوا الحرب الحين، بدنا 3 ساعات توقفوها، مكفي. الشعب كله مات. شو ضايل من الشعب؟ شو ضايل؟ بس فهموني. ما ضلش. شو بدكم تعملوا يعني فلسطين؟ ما ضلش.
The State Department got on national television and told the American people in the world that Israel is not trying to kill civilians. And then we wake up this morning. We all knew after the 4 days was over it was gonna get bad. We wake up this morning and all of Gaza is on fire. How many children have to die before you stand up? How many mothers do you need to see sobbing in the remains of their children? May the gods forgive us for sitting by and watching all of this. I can't.